students and their anxiety.
And childhood obesity rates are on the rise.
Your Take 30 News starts right now.
Ready, Molly graphic, MolliKate.
Everyone, and welcome to your Take 30 News. I'm MolliKate Keehley.
And I'm Olivia Beck.
Take one.
Former Mississippi Department of Health Services Director John Davis pleaded guilty to federal and state charges linked to the case of misspent federal dollars. Courtney Ann Jackson has the story.
Take package.
John Davis
Full
didn't
graphic,
speak,
nice.
leaving the federal
Graphics out.
courthouse after pleading guilty to
Package.
two new federal charges, one count of conspiracy and
Good.
another on theft concerning programs receiving federal funds. But just over an hour later, the judge had questions for him before taking a plea deal on state charges.
But it was I should have done it,
There's John
and I did
Davis.
not do it.
His plea deal involved
Pull that.
fewer charges than he was originally indicted on, but
Place account 18, fraud against the government. How do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
he gave that same guilty response for 5 counts of conspiracy and 13 of defrauding the government.
It was not okay, and I can't tell you
Nice.
other
Full
than
graphic.
it shouldn't have been okay.
Good job.
I should not have
And
allowed that to happen.
What's the time left?
When I knew that TANF money was
1
being
minute,
used, I
30.
should have stopped it.
Former wrestler Brett DiBiase was being paid $250,000 for his salary at Nancy News nonprofit Mississippi Community Education Center. That organization being funded with TANF dollars. DiBiase also held a $48,000 contract with DHS to provide drug addiction education
110.
trainings. But instead of carrying that out, he ended up in a drug rehab facility in Malibu. That $160,000 bill paid for by that same nonprofit, something
1
Davis
minute.
says he was aware was happening.
And we
I
come
should
back
have-
on camera 2.
I maybe helped him outside of the agency and made him a private citizen again, rather than trying to help him inside of the agency. Trying to help him with his problem.
Committing these acts to help someone who didn't need any help, and to take away that was needed by those who did need help. You have
30 seconds.
32 years to think about that.
The Hinds County District Attorney says Davis's plea deal is important in prosecuting
Ready,
the full
Jody
extent
graphic?
of the welfare scandal.
As we pleaded people out, the accountant for
There's
MSC was
Jody.
played.
Yep. Full graphic.
Brett DiBiase, Nancy
Nice,
knew,
good job.
Zack knew. We continue to go up the ladder as we
What's the time?
identify individuals. So we're still
10
looking
seconds.
for records and text messages as we continue to
Ready,
move up.
2.
And we also continue to work with the federal authorities, Washington and in Mississippi, to continue to move forward. John Davis is critical because the ladder continues to move up.
Take 2.
The welfare scheme is an ongoing
on 2.
investigation, and we'll continue to cover the story as it unfolds.
Stressed out college student
Ready,
is almost a
anxiety
cliche at this point, but stress levels for college students are increasing more than ever before. Zachary Calhoun has more on this story.
Take package.
With many students making the library their new home, it is obvious that the first week of testing this semester is here,
Good
and
stuff.
student stress levels are rising. A study done by the American
Okay,
College Health
you got
Association
weather set up on camera
says
3.
that
Awesome. We'll come
49%
back
of
to camera
college
2
students
after this
feel
and
moderately
let's go to the first look
stressed,
weather.
while 29% experience high levels of stress. These levels of stress can sometimes have a negative impact on students' grades. One MSU student
center up
says
camera
in
2?
this week alone she's had 2 tests, a project, a paper, and normal homework.
I'm literally just trying to get
you
through
can
to the
still probably
next
pan a little
day
left.
and
Yeah,
just trying to stay
yeah,
on
that
top
looks
of things.
One of the effective ways to deal with stress is doing things that you enjoy, and that
Nice
could be
graphics,
playing
Jenny,
Frisbee
good
with
job.
friends, going to see a movie, it's only $5 on Tuesdays, or even just find a nice place to lay in the sun.
Symptoms of stress can be restless sleeping,
What's the
irritability,
time?
headaches, muscle tension, and sometimes
40
even
seconds.
memory loss.
Ready,
Stress is not
graphic.
always bad though. It can help a person's ability to focus and react more quickly.
Moderate amounts of
There's
stress can motivate us. I often tell students, okay, if you had 0 stress, would you have showed up for class?
25 seconds.
Would you have studied for this exam, right? So some of it is good for us.
20
Students
seconds.
should not feel like they are helpless when it comes to dealing with stress.
Coming back on
The
camera
student
2.
counseling services
15.
on campus is available to any current student, providing a confidential
10
meeting with a
seconds.
professional either in person
Ready,
or
2.
online. I am Zachary Calhoun, reporting for Take 30 News.
Take 2.
Mississippi State has recently paired with My Student
Going to
Support
weather after
Program,
this?
providing free mental health and well-being support. Just search My SSP in the app to start today.
Nice.
Now let's take a look at today's
Ready, 3.
weather with Alyssa.
Take 3.
Thank you, MolliKate.
Great
Now,
job.
looking at the weather outside right now, we are 81. We are sunny. We have a humidity of 90 out there with a dew point of 46. We are feeling great outside thanks to this humidity that's coming in, bringing us in all this
20
dry
seconds.
air. that we are
She's got
feeling.
20 seconds
Looking
left.
at these temperatures right now, we are 82 in Starkville, 82 in Aberdeen, 82 in
You're coming
Houston.
back
We
on
are
camera
feeling
two.
those cooler temperatures than we have been feeling these past
10
couple
seconds.
of days. Now looking at our day planner throughout tonight, we are seeing temperatures slowly decrease and into the 60s around tonight afternoon
5.
and into tonight
Ready, two.
for the district if you're going out there tonight.
Take 2. Great
Thanks,
job.
Alyssa, for the update.
Ready obesity
Childhood
package?
obesity is an issue families are facing in the U.S. September is National Childhood Obesity Awareness Month. Our Jenny Huff spoke with the experts and tells us how raising awareness could be life-saving.
Take package.
Childhood obesity has quickly become
got
a
a
problem.
Byron graphic?
According to the state of
We are coming back on camera one
childhoodobesity.org,
after this on
Mississippi
MolliKate.
ranks number 2 in childhood obesity. Pediatrician Brian Watson speaks on how
Wait,
awareness
this
is essential.
Byron.
This is important
There's
because
Byron.
if
Graphic.
you can
Full
pinpoint
Is this a close-up of MolliKate
causes and you
That looks good,
can
whatever that is. Camera looks
get
good.
parents as well as the healthcare providers on the same team in identifying causes of the obesity, and they are things that can be modified or altered or eliminated, then you can
could probably
get children
paint
back on the right track to obtaining a healthy weight and cutting their risk factors for health problems and diseases later in life.
What's the
Well,
time?
this type of weekend looks like a lot of
40
fun.
seconds.
Dr. Watson
Good job,
says, instead of your weekend looking like this, it should look more like this. Put the phone away, get some fresh air, and grab a healthy snack. It's the little things that help fight this national issue.
Cutting out juice, cutting out excess calories with
back on
sodas
camera
and
one.
junk foods, and eating a better diet of foods and drinking more water along with that physical activity.
It's almost done.
And then children gain weight that is appropriate according to their
5
life
seconds.
cycle.
For Take 30 News, I'm Jenny Huff.
Take 1.
Try to get
Graphic.
outside and
And ready, two.
exercise this weekend with your family. For tips on combating childhood obesity, visit the Center for Disease Control's website.
Take 2.
After the break, we'll take a look
Ready,
at
break.
how airports are
Airport.
keeping their
Yep.
gates
Full
secure.
graphic.
Stay with us.
Go break. Nice. Good job. This is a 1-minute break. And we are coming back on camera 2. And let's get camera 3 ready for Heather at the monitor. Heather needs to make sure she's got the mic. Can you, yeah, she looks good. That looks good. Thank you.
What if you could be
30
part of one of
seconds.
the
30
top
seconds.
engineering schools in the nation without ever leaving the coast?
Yeah, make sure
Well, now you
camera 2
can.
is center again. We
Mississippi
keep pushing
State's
MolliKate to the
collaboration
left.
with Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College allows you to earn
Well,
4 credits
no, just
while pursuing
pan left a
4-year
tiny bit,
degree
and it'll
in
be fine.
mechanical
Because she's
or
gonna keep leaning out.
engineering,
Yeah, that should be
all in
good.
the same location. And with classes taught
We're cutting
by
women's
MSU
empowerment.
professors,
10 seconds.
the world-renowned education you couldn't
Welcome back
find
on camera
anywhere
2.
else is now in your own
5
backyard.
seconds.
To learn more about this great opportunity, visit
Take
us
2.
online.
Welcome back to Take 30 News.
Following the
Stay on
hijacking of a plane at the Tupelo Regional Airport,
Ready, 3.
questions surrounding security and safety at airports are on the rise. Our Heather Harrison has an inside look at what another local airport is doing to beef up safety measures.
Take 3.
Thank you, Olivia. I went down to the Golden Triangle Regional Airport
Ready,
to talk about
package.
security and packing safely.
Take package.
A few weeks ago, a man hijacked a plane at the Tupelo
Okay, so
Regional
we are
Airport.
going to come back
He flew
on
gracefully
weather
for
toss
hours.
and tease
The
after
man
this
called
package.
911 and threatened to crash into Walmart. He landed in a field 5 hours later. In light of this, the Golden Triangle Regional Airport is reflecting on security measures.
That is B9.
Executive Director Matt Dowell gives some insight.
Safety and security are airport's #1 priority, and thankfully aviation is a very safe mode of transportation, and that's because there are lots of levels of security
Lolly still
and
doing the
lots of
tag?
organizations who
We're
also
still
have
doing the tag at
oversight.
the end of
Everyone
this?
from Homeland
Tagging?
Security,
Yep, we're still going to do the
TSA,
tag.
FAA,
So
as
Lolly's
well
going to
as
hit the tag.
just local
then
officials
toss and
and
tease.
law enforcement all have a part to play in airport security.
Dowell also
Camera three
gave
looks
some
good.
tips for passengers.
Always,
Wait,
it's liquids
this is
that
toss and
become a
tease,
concern.
so we're not going to weather right
and
now.
so making sure that you're packing appropriately, especially
it'll
if
be
you're
camera
carrying
2.
on, just saves travel headaches.
So next time you fly, make sure to put that full-size bottle of shampoo
Yep,
in your
ready
checked
to.
bag. Bon voyage!
From the Golden Triangle Regional Airport, I'm Heather Harrison.
Take 2.
I would also advise wearing slip-on shoes for the security line.
And after the break, Alyssa gives us a look into this week's weather.
Ready, break, go break.
Performance at the highest level is the objective of every athlete. But what can athletes accomplish if they understood and responded to everything their bodies are telling them?
She looks good.
Mississippi State University's Athlete Engineering program is designing and deploying groundbreaking advanced wearable technology that creatively collects millions of data points for researchers to analyze, predict performance, and improve body mechanics. Researchers in engineering, kinesiology, sociology, textiles, and more disciplines are working together to test and design new technology that leads to winning results.
And I'll give you
in addition to helping
2 minutes
athletes
left, 1 minute
reach their
left, 30
highest
seconds,
potential,
15.
Thank you,
this collaborative program is reducing injuries and protecting the health of competitors now and far into the future. Mississippi State University.
1 minute.
Farming can be a tough way to make a living. Weather, pricing pressures, and unpredictable swings in demand can take a toll, not only on farmers' finances, but on their mental health, as well as that of family members and farm workers. That's why Mississippi State University is spearheading a program to train extension agents to detect the signs of depression, substance abuse, and other stress-related challenges. Everyone has a bad day, of course, but this holistic view of a farmer's circumstances enables MSU representatives to recognize the difference between routine struggles and deeper, more serious issues. It may be a tough conversation, but the sooner it gets started, the sooner farmers can get help to better manage stress and continue the important work of growing the products our world needs. Caring for farms and farmers. Mississippi State University.
Take 3.
Good evening, Bulldogs. Well, let's take a look at your today's weather as we go in throughout today. Looking at Highway 182, we are seeing some cars going by as this afternoon traffic gets away for the weekend and today's forecast for the game day. Looking at your forecast right now, we are 82. We are sunny. We have a real feel of 81 outside. Our dew point is at 48. We are feeling these cooler temperatures coming in thanks to that dew point that has been pretty low. Looking at these temperatures now, again, 82 here in Starkville, 84 in Wyona, 83 in Louisville. We are feeling, again, these cooler temperatures, these low 80s that are going to be sticking with us throughout the weekend and into next week. Looking at these dew points, the reason why we're feeling so cool out there is because of these dew points. There's not that much moisture in the air, making it dry out there. Like 48 here in Starkville, 40 in Tupelo, 45 in Memphis. We are feeling, again, these cooler temperatures thanks to this dew point that is making it so cool. Looking at your overnight temperatures, we are seeing around 10 p.m. tonight. It's going to be 87. If you want to go outside and maybe go out for the district, just to go out for the weekend, maybe for the game day tomorrow. And 2 a.m. we are seeing around 70. And again, 7 a.m. for those early risers for that football game tomorrow, it's going to be in the 70s. Now looking into these weather headlines, we do have Hurricane Fiona out there that just passed Bermuda and is going to make its way up through Nova Scotia, hitting there as a Cat 2 and bringing some flash flooding there. Looking at Hurricane Hermine, that was just named as the one that has come through Cuba, and that is going to go up towards the coast of Florida, impacting the Florida Keys and the lower part of Florida into the little part of next week and into next weekend, bringing some stronger storms there, as we will find out more as the hurricane becomes closer and this tropical storm begins to form and to gather on. And these cooler temps that we will be seeing in our 7-day as we go into next week. Looking at tomorrow for game day here, we are feeling 90s. These are cooler temps because it will be hot, but we will not be feeling that moisture that we have been feeling as this humidity is beginning to break. Again, it's not going to be that humid. Looking for your full forecast for the game day tomorrow for kickoff at 11 a.m. If you're tailgating, you're up and out early, it's going to be in the 70s. So maybe you might want to bring a light jacket if it's going to be a little bit cooler if you're out there earlier. Kickoff is at 11, which will be 80 degrees. So it will be a little bit warmer as we go into the game day tomorrow. And if you do stay through the fourth quarter, it will be almost into the 90s. So again, it will be feeling pretty hot, especially if you're in that student section. You have all those students around you. Looking for this weekend forecast. Saturday, we will be feeling in the 90s. It will be summer more like this weekend than we have been feeling this past week and again into next week. Sunday, it's going to be pleasant, hot, and 92. So again, maybe you want to go sit by the pool if you have a chance this weekend. It's a great time for that. Looking at your 7-day outlook, Saturday, again, it's going to be football day, so we are feeling that. And as we go into the later part of next week, we will be feeling those low 70s, those high 70s, and into maybe 80s.
Go 2.
Thank you for the update, Alyssa.
Coming up, Jaquez has a conversation with Northeast Community College's Kobe McQuiller and checks in with Mississippi State soccer.
Take break.
Meeting the challenges
We
of
are
a
coming back
changing
on
world.
camera 3.
It's a responsibility we take seriously at Mississippi
Jaquez
State
needs the
University.
mic. We are bringing up
Today,
camera 3
our
for the
outstanding
monitor
faculty
shot.
are on the job with a passion that places them among the best in the business. We're launching new classroom models, investing in world-changing
camera 3
research,
needs to be at the
and
monitor.
providing a college experience that's second to none.
Camera 3 needs to be at the
Though
monitor.
things may look different, our sights have never been higher.
To be or not to be?
1 minute.
That is the question that echoes the walls of the theater department at Mississippi State University. Nurturing the voice and movement of a new generation of dynamic storytellers. An inclusive program welcoming all to a broad course of study in directing, stagecraft,
Can you hear Jaquez?
playwriting, and acting. Discover your passion in performance
we're
and
waiting
production
for it.
with MSU Theater.
Print.
30
it
seconds.
opens the doors to the world.
Yep, we've got him. We've got him.
It's
30
where
seconds.
a student can be anything. It teaches teamwork, diligence, loyalty, and responsibility. At Mississippi State, we are dedicated to further
15
the
seconds.
field of journalism. We make
Ready,
sure
3.
to tell the story no matter how challenging. We incorporate all aspects to help you grow as a student and as a person.
Straight to 3. 5.
So, what are you waiting for?
Take 3.
Welcome back to Take 30 News. My name is
Ready,
Jaquez
BL?
Terrell. Can we say football is back for another weekend? Let me update you on the latest of last night.
Take BL.
How about some Thursday night JUCO football?
Courtesy?
Northeast Community
that.
College is off to a rough start this season, but last night they played tough, hard, and fast against Mississippi Delta. The Tigers destroyed Mississippi Delta on their homecoming with a final score of 31-0. This is the first shutout in 11 years. I talked with Kobe McQuiller about last night's game, and he talked a lot
sock.
about the preparation going into the game to lead them into victory.
Take shot.
We couldn't give up the deep ball. Like, they biggest thing was like getting played off the deep
that was good,
ball
that was good.
or getting played off the defensive mistake. Like, they jump outside, they going deep. Like, just not giving up the deep ball.
Ready, 3.
Keeping the quarterback contained. Just not letting them do what they want to do. Just keeping our foot on their neck and just going the whole game.
Take 3.
The Tigers are on the road again this Thursday against Holmes Community College and will play at 6:30 p.m. The Starkville Yellow
Ready, VO,
Jackets
Starkville?
played Louisville last weekend with a 21-20 victory.
Take VO.
The Starkville Yellow Jackets are on the road this Friday and are traveling to Madison to take on Madison Central. The Yellow Jackets are continuously trying to keep going 1-0 each week. The offensive line coach, William Stewart, said this week they are trying to be able to run the ball and protect the quarterback.
Ready, 3.
They are trying to keep their undefeated season alive.
Take 3.
While the Yellow Jackets are trying to keep their undefeated season alive, so is Mississippi State women's soccer, and last night they did exactly that against Texas.
Stay on 3.
The Mississippi State women's soccer team is on a 5-game win streak.
Take
They
VO.
started off
Ready,
SC
sorry.
play
There
against
you go.
Arkansas last Friday. Maggie Woodworth scored both goals for the Bulldogs to bring them to a big win.
Nice
The
courtesy.
Bulldogs are also ranked 21 in the country after the win against the Razorbacks. They traveled down to Texas A&M
Ready,
yesterday
camera 3.
and came out victorious 1-0.
Take 3.
The Bulldogs will go on to play LSU Sunday at 7 p.m. Mississippi State football is trying to bounce back
Stay
despite
on 3.
the loss of LSU. Mississippi State football started off
Ready,
with
VO?
a 2-0 start with 2 big wins over Memphis and Arizona.
Take VO.
The Bulldogs ran into
Courtesy.
some trouble last
Nice.
weekend
Full
with
graphic.
a loss to LSU. Mississippi State will
job.
take a break from SEC play
You've got a
this
sock
week
coming up.
and take on Bowling Green. Mike Leach talked about in a press conference that every Saturday is a learning experience and is expecting for this Saturday to be another one.
Take shot.
They're all learning experiences, and then I think,
Mike
I
Leach,
mean,
graphic.
consistency is easy to talk about, but, you do everything sore and fatigued in football, and then, and then all of a sudden you're tested, and I
Okay,
think that we just have to take that step. We have to be able to,
Coming back to 3 after
do
this.
it harder, longer.
And 3.
The Bulldogs are hoping to come out on top this Saturday. Mississippi State will host Bowling Green at Davis Wade. The game will begin at 11 a.m. For Take 30 News, my name is Jaquez Terrell.
Take 2.
Thanks, Jaquez, for that sports update.
And coming up, we'll take a look at how pets are boosting the mental health of students around campus.
Stay with us.
Sorry, go package or go.
As concern grows over the declining health of the world's oceans, veterinary students at Mississippi State are learning how to rescue and rehabilitate vulnerable marine animals. Through a unique partnership between the College of Veterinary Medicine and the Institute of Marine Mammal Studies in Gulfport, Mississippi, students are experiencing the chance of a lifetime. Real-time research of this fragile ecosystem prepares students for a future in providing care for sick and stranded
and let's
dolphins,
go ahead and put camera 3
turtles,
on Lolly,
sea lions, and other marine species.
And get ready, we're
At the
gonna have to
same
change
time,
camera 1 to a wide
MSU's
shot
advanced
during this
diagnostic
block, but not right
technology
now, 'cause
is
we're
helping
back on in
innovate
20
for
seconds.
solutions while improving treatment and outcomes. Not only are the waters of the Gulf Coast opening new worlds of discovery for Mississippi State veterinary students, they are much safer now thanks to this game-changing partnership that's improving life for literally hundreds of aquatic animals.
Take 1.
Students on the Mississippi University for Women campus in Columbus are facing midterms this week. To alleviate some of the stress that comes with exam week, the clubs associated with the psychology department and brought in the big dogs.
Take package.
Yesterday morning on the Mississippi University for Women campus, students were able to stop by the Brian Green gazebo and play with some of the dogs from the Columbus Lounge Humane Society. The Psychology Club and the Psi Chi Honor Society hosted this Pause for Pause event to raise spirits on campus during a stressful week.
Okay.
As we are preparing for our exams and our midterms, because it is important that all of our students
We're coming back on camera 2 and then going to 3.
This is the first time that these clubs have joined forces to host this event, but they do plan on bringing it back on November 15th. Members of the two clubs have said that playing with these furry friends has not only raised spirits, but also raised awareness.
Mental health on a college campus is very important because when you take care of your mental health, it boosts your grades and it helps you focus.
There was also a raffle ticket fundraiser, which had prizes including a free oil change and gift cards to certain restaurants and salons. Proceeds from the fundraiser will go toward the Psychology Club and the Psi Chi Honor Society. Spending time with the pups, though, was free.
Yep.
The Humane Society was really supportive in letting us bring the puppies onto campus, and they are also promoting adoptable animals.
Back on camera 2.
The students that attended this event had a great time and can't wait for the next Pause for Pause event. This is Olivia Beck for Take 30 News.
Take 2.
For more information on the event, you can visit muw.edu.
Take 3.
Art seems to be popping up everywhere in Starkville. Jake Moore has the story on this public art and its impact on Starkville.
Take package.
Starkville's public art scene is booming. Whether it's murals, pianos,
okay, how are we looking on time?
Or even bridges.
Oh, we still got it.
Most corners of the Cotton District or downtown Starkville have pieces of art for residents and visitors to enjoy. Kylie Dowd, a junior double majoring in fine arts and communication, spoke about how Starkville's public art scene affects her.
It's been really cool and impactful just to see our community blossoming into this really art-filled and
Next one is Jake Moore.
Some murals, such as the mural at Kate and Spain, are privately funded, but many others are funded by the Starkville Area Arts Council.
The Starkville Area Arts Council's purpose is to promote public art in the Starkville community. Mary Switzer, the executive director of the Starkville Area Arts Council, explains the impact public art has in fabulous Stark Vegas.
It does really add some vibrancy to the community, but it's also, you know, creating an opportunity for people to see art in a place where they would not normally be looking for it, and to just have it be exposed to everyone.
20 seconds.
One thing's for sure about Starkville's public art scene. It's not slowing down anytime soon. Plenty of new murals are under construction all around town. For Take 30 News, I'm Jake Moore.
Take 2.
For more information on Starkville public arts and mural locations, visit www.starkvegasart.org.
One of the most notable expenses for college students is the cost of textbooks. Let's take a look at how Mississippi State aimed to alleviate this with a new program.
Go package.
Bulldog Bundle is
And
designed to
Cheryl
give
graphic.
students their books on the first day of class at the most economical prices possible.
Okay,
And students are automatically opted in, and it's $20 per credit hour.
Fall 2022
Okay, guys.
marks the first
We are
semester at
20 seconds
Mississippi
over,
State
so
to
we're gonna
implement
cut
the
last loop
Bulldog
weather.
Bundle, a
So
new
we're gonna have the
program
tag of
proposed by
Bulldog
the
Bundle.
MSU administration.
And, oh yeah, I'll tell
The
MolliKate.
program is a
And we
partnership
will
with
go
Barnes
to
& Noble
goodnight.
and was conceived with the intent to
MolliKate.
help students save money on books. Bowen estimates that 73% of undergraduate students use the Bulldog Bundle. However, the implementation of the new policy received mixed responses from students due to a variety of factors, such as
Camera 3
long
is the
lines
Bulldog
and
Bundle
the
tag.
desire for the program to be opt-in.
I think
time is
that it's a learning curve, and we are working now. We had a meeting this morning to begin to improve the process. We
55
want to be
seconds left.
transparent. We want students to be able to opt out
We are cutting to
easily
camera 3 after this.
if this is not the best financial deal for them.
The implementation of the
Be
Bulldog
ready, we have to
Bundle
cut the tag
also
and say
led
goodnight.
Campus Bookmart to stop their sales of textbooks and
Good night is on
refocus
camera
on
3.
the
sales of merchandise.
No, good night is on camera 2.
leaving
I'm
Barnes
sorry.
& Noble to
The
be
tag
the
is on
only
camera
store
3.
on
Good
campus
night.
to sell
Good night is
textbooks.
camera 2. We're gonna
Barbara
do the tag.
Foster, Vice President
We're gonna
of
do the
Campus
tag into
Bookmart,
good night.
said that this switch
What's
to
the time?
selling merchandise was inevitable due to the
27
decline of the
seconds.
textbook industry.
We thought we
Is
might
that
have a
Barbara?
few more years, but
Great job.
when the university made the decision, though, to for the Bulldog Bundle, we thought, well, this is it, you know. So that's when we decided we would
30
back
seconds
away
of the show,
from
right?
In order to receive student feedback for the Bulldog Bundle, Mississippi State hosted listening sessions in the Culver
much time?
Student Union on Monday and Tuesday.
This is the end. Yep.
For more information on the
This is
Bulldog
good
Bundle,
night
go
after
to
this.
msstate.edu/Bulldog Bundle.
Thank you so much for joining
10
us
seconds.
today. We hope to see you here next Friday at 4 p.m. for Take
Bye.
30 News.
Have a good night.
There we go. Good job. Great job. Good night graphic. Sit there for like 30 more seconds. We're still rolling.